cry again. Celebration all the way. We got to celebrate the victory over our land. Hallelujah, Lord has done it. Sing hallelujah, He has done it. Hallelujah, Lord has done it. Hallelujah, He has done it. Sing hallelujah, Lord has done it. Hallelujah, He has done it. Yes, we got no reason to rejoice. We got no reason to cry. We got no reason to dance. No reason to leave. All this big collectively on us. God delivered us from them too. We got to celebrate the victory over our life. Hallelujah, Lord has done it. Sing hallelujah, He has done it. Hallelujah, Lord has done it. Hallelujah, He has done it. Sing hallelujah, Lord has done it. Hallelujah, He has done it. Nobody sing, Lord has done it. When you get one, He has done it. When you get, Lord has done it. When you do, He has done it. When you get, Lord has done it. Jehovah Jireh, He has done it. When you get one, Lord has done it. Ah, He has done it. I say, God has done it. Oh, He has done it. Ah, say God has done it. He has done it. We got to celebrate, celebration. We got to celebrate. We got no reason to cry again. Celebration all the way. We got to celebrate the victory over our land. Hallelujah, Lord has done it. Sing hallelujah, He has done it. Hallelujah, Lord has done it. Hallelujah, He has done it. Sing hallelujah, Lord has done it. Hallelujah, He has done it. Yes, we got no reason to rejoice. We got no reason to cry. We got no reason to dance. No reason to leave. All this big collectively on us. God delivered us from them too. We got to celebrate the victory over our life. Hallelujah, Lord has done it. Sing hallelujah, He has.
Nwa bụ Sofia nwa ezigbo nwoke na asị gị ife abụ ugwu mba.
mba nya deva kwa nya deva na deva Igbo na tinye m onye ọkọ nje mere mmanwụ abịago maka ọbịa m n'uche ọbịa m n'ọnụ ọbịakwakwa n'uche ọbịa m n'ọnụ oserose gba n'uche igbo ogori otigbo onye nwa na-agwọ ka njukene Igbo be anyị na-arụ na-emezi n'ụlọ akwụkwọ ma ọ bụrụ eziokwu ndị nkụzi eme n'ibe Igbo onye dụnyere nwa ya akwụkwọ marapụ ibe a na-akụziri akụziri na alụ na-emezi mana ikpeazụ ka nna wee mara na eziokwu na ndị nkụzi amaghị akwụkwọ kọtara ndị ada akwụkwọ dada ọkwa ajọ ibe Igbo na-ejere m akwụkwọ na ana nka agwọ feste masị na ndara akwụkwọ nkwe n'isi necha ya anya tibiere nwa ya n'isi mkpọ ya nna m gịnị na-eme ọsọ egwu akwụkwọ ya kwụrụ n'isi m n'ọnara na nkịta na mada akwakwago ya ọzọ ntiwe okokoko wee ruo na atọ tem mmụọ iyi na mụ na onye nkụzi ji egbucha gị zọjie mbaba mara aka ka aka ọkwụ ya ka mbọsị mmanya na-egbu egbe na atọ tem onye nkụzi jọ 1+1 na ọbụ gịnị nsị ya na ọbụ 11 ndị Igbo ọzọtakwara nya m ibe ka mara eziokwu nya m ibe sebere anyị okwu onye nkụzi na-eche ama anya sị na 1+1 bụ 2 ndị be anyị soro nne ndewe iti bọrịbọ biko na-eche anya ma na ọmaghị akwụkwọ jụọ ya onye nkụzi ịmakwa ka esi agbata ego ma ruo n'ọgụgụ ego necha m anya mwesi Igbo be anyị onye sị na mazata ya atụzo gịnị mgbakọ ọnya m ibe ideri nwaanyị izizidekwa ọzọ na-azọ ọkụ iri na ofu ndị be anyị ka mara Igbo obi Igbo n'ọbịa m n'isi ka mgbadobe kene nya ka onye nkụzi ji necha m anya sị na m amaghị akwụkwọ m nwa nwa eziokwu na m amaghị akwụkwọ mwetiwe kpọwere onye nkụzi akwụkwọ mma akpọcha ama m akwụkwọ ogirisi mara akwụkwọ ma nke eji eke mara eri ọkụ ka tụ mara na ose aja mara akwụkwọ anụnụ ebe mara na ụchakịrị na-eme ọgbọ mgbọ dịka ọkpọrọ nkụ n'ikpeazụ ama na ọ na-emewere mba anọdụ na mba ise ọ bụrụ mba itoolu Igbo be anyị nya ka m ji mara akwụkwọ wee machaa onye nkụzi mụ na ya wee ezekata okwu ọ sị na ada adị kaptịn na-adọ n'otu isi ụgbọ na kama m je na-akụzi ihe nwa na-akụzi n'okwu onye ya anaba mbọchị bụ ka m nọ uwe mana ibe niile nwere nsọ dị na agụmakwụkwọ ịdị akarịa ịgbanwee ụlọ akwụkwọ ebidokwa n'isi o ji ewe akwụna kwọrọ na ọjọta nga ndị be anyị ọkwa ibe mere eme ngwa gene ntị ibe njikwu na akwụna kwọrọ ọnọdụ ọzara changa na nwatakịrị na-aza Angelina na Lagos onwe ka o si gbarata ụmụnne ọza Angela o doo ihu na ụdị n'eziokwu ọzara Angel otu ihe ọkpa na Abuja ọzara Angelina mgbe ị kpọrọ ya bụ ọnwara ebe ị nọ wee mara ya marala oyi esi wee zaga ọkwa ibe mere eme Igbo ka mgbadobe n'okwu dị n'ọnụ nkụzi eje ha nọkọ n'okwu na akwụkwọ nsị ka njebe akwụkwọ n'oko Igbo na-eje m akwụkwọ n'oko ama nna na-akụziri esi atụwa nwaanyị ime n'oko ha rụ na-eme gwe ndebe anyị mbọsị njere akwụkwọ n'oko onye nkụzi na bọọdụ ode reproductory system ọkwa n'Igbo ojii nnecha ya anya kwee n'isi ama nne reproductory system wee esi atụwa ogoro ime ha rụ eme mmanwụ n'isi nya ka m jere ka nnaba oyibo mere m ibe Igbo ka m na-azụ oyibo emeka m ibe enye m mpempe akwụkwọ sọbụ projekti na-elesi atụrụ ogori mere reproductory system ịbụkwanị ka m na-enwe aṅụrị ka nwa m akwụkwọ nataruo kpọpụ nne m ọmụmụ ka ọ kụziere reproductory system nne jee na-azụ na oweta mgbe anyara kụkacha ya n'agha jụọ m nwa onye gwara gị na nne na-akụziri m ibe nwa biko na ndị nkụzi eme ha bụ onye nkụzi mgbe anyị Igbo obi Igbo ka nọ na-akọrọ akụkọ mwedebebe onye nkụzi aka m na-erube onye nkụzi chi mgbe na-ejibegbo ndị anya biko kụziere m ibe nwa ka nna na mbata na-ete na nna ya eti m ibe ọsọkwa m chọrọ ịmụta akwụkwọ mma kwee n'isi ọsọ na wụ na m ji amụta akwụkwọ na m ji etere n'ụtụtụ ka eji agba enwe ọdụrụ eziokwu ma abalị ka eji eri enwe enwe adịrị dịka ụtọ wee chebe oruo na-acha nderi mgbe dinta ji agba enwe n'ụra chọkwugbo mgbe owuwe ihe ubi mgbe ahụ eji egwu ji amị ya tọrọ mgbe eji eri anụ gbara ji maka ọnwa egwu ụtọ rie ebekere isi onye nkụzi kụziri reproductory system Igbo bụ Igbo n'eziokwu ibe nwa ya tọgbuo onwe ya ntọkata Igbo nnecha anya mmadụ na reproductory system na-atọ adị ụtọ ndị Igbo nọ maọbụ na ọ dị ụtọ ka mara ọkwa ya ka m mechara gba onye nkụzi si wepụ ibe ndị ọzọ a na-agụ n'ụlọ akwụkwọ ka m gụọ reproductory system na-alụ onwe m n'ikpeazụ asị na m gụrụ akwụkwọ wee na chototoho maka ụla kwere izu abụrụgwa ọnwụ ọ bịara ige ya nwerịrị ụla mbinye ka m nara ebinizie m wee nara ka m na-anara onwe m wee naruo okweghị izu okweghị ọnwa akpọ m oku na onye ngozi dị ime mmanwụ njiri okokoko biko Igbo ka njukeneri ụna ya dodo biko ngọngọrọtọ ngọ ọnụ onye a na-akụziri ekwesị atụm ogoro ime o mechaa wee tụm onye nkụzi ime ọ pasịrị ka ọ dara akwụkwọ ka ebinie m ka nnara m wee bịa akwụkwọ echi ndị nkụzi wee nechaa na anya chụọ m n'ụlọ akwụkwọ na nje anara na madaga iwu ndị nkụzi na iwu na akwụkwọ tụrụ ogoro ime na ọrụ nsọ ebinie m ka na ibe na-ewe m iwe na ụmụazị m na ba jekọrọ akwụkwọ bidoro kọwa m ọnụ kọwa m iti bọrịbọ na mbịara akwụkwọ mụta ilecha tụrụ ogoro ime n'ọkwa nsọ na-alụ onwe m onye adọrọ ọ na-ajụ onwe ya ịmakwa ebinie m wee na ọnwa ite naanị wee ruo agwara m ụnụ na mbụ n'ọbụ eziokwu na m amaghị akwụkwọ mana ama nna agbakọ mbana na mba ise onye gị mba itoolu ọnwa ite naanị ji ruo n'ike ogori nne nwaanyị mụọ nwa bụrụ diọkpara nkuru diọkpara wee na-ada nne mụrụ mmanwụ ahụ na-abụ ga nke atọ ji ga nke na wee ruo ewere bụ okwu ahụ kpọọ ya ka ọ bụrụ nsọ dị ise ọkwa dị ise o ruo ka ndị mana jekọrọ akwụkwọ na ya nata ọmụmụ ibe ba ji wee nata mpebe anyị mpempe akwụkwọ akpọrọ satifiketi ọbụrụ abịa ibe akwụkwọ dị ka ibe eji ekpo nsị nnebe anya wee necha ebere emebere mfe mkpọ bụ ụmụ okorobịa mụ na ụnụ jekọrọ akwụkwọ mgbe ọnwa ite naanị kuru dị ọkpara nata ụnụ gụọ ahụ ise were mpempe akwụkwọ nata dịka igbo bụ igbo soro kere dị nza mụ na ndị nwe onye ka wee mara akwụkwọ ka eziokwu na-eyi emeje ka mkpokọba okwu ekpokọba a sị na ọ na-eme nnukwu mmụọ na ọkarịa na ọgbọgori nwaanyị mara ọrụ ọgbara ọkụ eziokwu ekwuru n'ike gama adịghị ire esuo nye ọkụ ọkwa adịghị ire edobere nkịta ọma bụrụ eziokwu mbọchị ndị nwe nta gaba nwee mgbe ọgụ ọgụ hụrụ nnene eziokwu anọ n'iko ka okenye ji aṅụ mmanya bịa tọba ọdụ onye chiri echi anọ chike bụ ugo nya jakwa ugozu na ugo chara acha maka na eziokwu anya bụrụ ugo onye jaa ya mma eziokwu na ọ na-abịa m n'isi ewuo m uriri ejuọ m akụ ka nkụrụgbure onye ya enye m akpata ya eji zara ogori mbara ka njụwa ọ bụrụ mgbe m na-eme mmanwụ mgbe m na-agbagwa ime asụrụ ogori nni onye ji agba mmanwụ n'ezi maka na mbọsị nna nwa ahụ eti mmanwụ agada na-agba n'isi mmanwụ ọ gwakwa ahụ agba n'ihi mmanwụ ebe onye ibe ọma bụ ori dịka ibu na-ekere n'anya eziokwu igbo bụ igbo ka kọrọ na akụkọ ịmakwa o nwere mgbe m na-emere onwe m ife nwaanyị ime jere kpụrụ eguchie wee gherie o ruo mbọsị ime na-eri eguchie dị ịwara ya n'aba ọkwa m ụgwọ na bụrụ dịka itebo ya dịrị isi ka nje eri ya n'aba aka m na-eru n'afa nke m na-eri ji ego ọgwụ ma agọba nnekọta okwu anya chere ịkọchị nwaanyị jewere onwe m biko igbo be anyị ka njụwa kedu ihe mmemme nwaanyị ime ka mara amara ha ruo eme mmanwụ n'ezi igbo ka mkpọkọba okwu dịbe echi nya dịbe echi ya dịba mgbe eji akpụ isi ka agụwa ọnụ ogbu ọcha ndị igbo nwa n'aka ọ dịkwa ike achọghị okwu mmụma ọnụ na-eke na-akpara onye mba mụma ihe bụ n'aka nnele alụsị akọrọ mbọsị ka were mbọsị afọ wee gbadobe nka nkụ na a na-atụ egwu ọgwụ akụkọ bidene na-agbara ọsọ na-ekene m anya nwa na nke ọ dịkwa ike achọghị okwu ndị dịrị ikpe atigbu ego ndị dị ike ọgụ ma na-agbara ọgụ ọsọ kwado ife na-ebe n'okwu anya ndị ọgbọrọ ọgụ ji nri ewuo m na ikoro aja agụ ewuo m okwu ya adịba nya adịba mgbe ya achọ nta ka achụghị onye isi mgbọchi dike nwụrụ ndọchi ya aka ndị bere akwa ka nna bụ ihe eri ogo m n'ezi
Oburobros, Igwe Jenga. Bomba.
1&1 Ionos, die neue Marke für Mail, Domain und Website. Okay, jetzt brauche ich noch persönliche Mailadressen für meine
mgbe anyị nyadịba kpakpa nyadịba na-adịba igbo na-achịnye m ụyọ ka nje mere mmanwụ aja aga ọkwa chikegbuo nwata ọzọrọ ọjọọ ihe egbughị ogori ọnarịa nwa igbo na-ejeghị adịa dị igbo na-awa m n'aba ogbu ọcha ndị igbo nwa na nke ọ dịbụ ịga achịghị okwu na-ekene m anya igbo na-asị n'ike ka okenye ji aṅụ mmanya bịatọba ọzọ onye chiri echi ewuo m igbo n'orugo mgbe m na-eje na-akọ akụkọ mmanwụ maka ọbịa m n'uche ọbịa m n'ọnụ ọbịakwakwa n'uche ọbịa m n'ọnụ osielosabịa n'uche dị ogori otigbuo ya nwa na-agwọ igbo ka mgbado ekwelu a sị na adị mma ochie ka nnụnụ ji ebe n'osisi kpọrọ nkụ ochie anya ka eji etute ochie ụzọ ochie otu ji atọrọ ajabu ime nsekọrakwa nwere oruo m na ikoro aja agụ igbo ka m bịa kene ị na-eme anya n'aka na ihe afọ ọkwụọ osisi ọkwọ nji n'aka ọkwọ eji mara igbo mmadụ onego ndị igbo jizi ọkwọ n'aka ka mgbadobe ntente nkọrọ ntente nkọrọ ewo m na ikoro aja agụ ihe wu n'aka ọ na-eri m n'aka na-eke na mmanwụ anya mmụmụ na-eke na-abara ya mba ihe bụ n'aka na-ere arụsị agọrọ mbọsị ke nwere mbọsị abụ wee kwadobe ọkwa nka nkụ na a na-atụ egwu agwọ akụkọ bidoro na ha gbara ọsọ ọbịa gbara nwata bịara buru aka nkụ na-ekene anya na ọbịa m n'isi igbo ka nke ọba akụkọ osisi ọfọ ka m ji n'aka ọfọ eji mara igbo ọfọ igbo ji dị ebube ọfọ igbo ji iwe biri mgbe gboo gara aga mgbe na n'ọsa ọ na-abụ nwoke teta ụra n'ụtụtụ jide ọfọ n'aka ịkpọkuo ndị iche ebe anyị kọrọ bụ elu si wee dịrị gị maka na ọfọ ka idide ji awa na ọma bụrụ eziokwu ọfọ ka eji agwa ndị chi ya okwu o ya abịa gọcha ọfọ na anyị ijide ọjị n'aka maka njukene osisi nwa na-ekpe ọfọ ọkụ ya ka igbo ji iwe buru osisi igbo ji iwe kwado ndị ụka nwere akwụkwọ nsọ igbo ji ọfọ n'aka ọma ha bụrụ ibe mere eme ka mgbado ekene egwe m na ịkọrọ aja gị onye ka anyị akọrọ akụkọ ọfọ ntị nkọrọ nkete zụọ na ajụgịnị ka nkọrọ akụkọ ọfọ nji n'aka igbo be anyị onye
When you download Europe's #1 CFD trading platform,
Okaka chikalo, Olisabi ni bongana kanto kalaya. Okaka chikalo, Olisabi ni bongana kanto kalaya. Okaka chikalo, Olisabi ni bongana kanto kalaya. Okaka chikalo, Olisabi ni bongana kanto kalaya.
Hello, sir. Good day, sir. I'm sorry. All is well, sir. And I'm sorry, I've been very busy since today. And I've also tried reaching you.
Yes, you have.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, have you heard from what was speaking about vaccine?
No, I don't. I spoke with him briefly today, but we didn't discuss that. So I don't know yet if those people have met him. I don't know yet. But those people already in Biafra land.
Yes.
Okay, and okay. In that case, now they have not met with him.
I spoke to them this morning.
Okay. Possibly. I don't know if you have their contact number back home in Nigeria.
No, I don't. What I have is that number here.
Okay, okay. Then if you get in touch with them, possibly before they get to chief, I would like to speak with them so that let me tune them more so that their mission will be very very fruitful. Although I have spoken with chief on I've spoken with Waziko on that. Yes, I've spoken with him on that. He said they are welcome.
Okay, let me leave a message for them with their normal line. And the arrangement was that they would, monitor their normal line and then get back to me.
Okay.
So I'll tell them to call me.
It's okay, sir.
And we have a place for them.
It's okay, sir.
And then we'll go from there.
Hello, welcome. Good evening, fellow Biafrans. Good evening to all of you in Biafra land. And also to those of you in Western Europe, we equally say good evening. We say good afternoon to those in America. Good morning to those in Asia. We welcome you once again to the studios of the Voice of Biafra International and the Biafra Broadcasting Authority from the city of Munich, Germany. We are live with you. I am Ikenna Obibi Egono. Of course, I have members of the crew who will be joining me from different parts of the world as this particular program progresses. As usual, we gather here from time to time to give you updates on what is happening around Biafra land. And not just in Biafra land, but also in the rest of Nigeria. So, while we talk to you, fellow compatriots, we equally expect you to talk to us back, because the things we discuss are of common interest. We don't tell you lies. No, we don't propagate lies. We don't come here to unleash propaganda on the public for us to win them to our side. No. We tell you the little we know, the little we can also manage. We brief you with what is obvious and on what is certain. That is why we gather here, not every day, but once in a while. Let me say, sometimes twice, sometimes thrice in a week, when the need arises. If we just gather to talk to you without anything to offer you, we would be wasting our time. Dear Biafrans, we say welcome once again. Everybody is aware that Nigeria's presidential election was billed for last week Saturday, being the February 16th, this 2019. 6 hours to the commencement, Independent National Electoral Commission postponed the very election without due notice. As it stands now, both the ruling party and the opposition party are accusing each other of being instrumental to that particular postponement. While PDP is accusing APC, the ruling party, APC, the ruling party, is in turn accusing PDP, the opposition party. But then it's a simple judgment. Do you think INEC chairman can just unilaterally postpone such fundamental election in Nigeria without the consent of the president or the ruling party? It's unheard of. Let us be honest to ourselves. Forget their talk. Forget their accusations or allegations. Forget their noise making being made by Adams Oshomole, the APC national chairman. Forget Buhari's denial. APC as a ruling party is aware of what happened. There was no way the chairman of INEC would have postponed such election without their knowledge or consent or blessing or authorization of the president. Truth must be told. Remember that a week before then, the Attorney General of the Federation, in collaboration with the Director of the State Security Service, wrote to the presidency, or rather to INEC chairman, intimating the president as well that this election might have to be postponed on the ground that all was not well. What was that was not well? The possibility of the ruling party losing the election outrightly to the opposition was obvious. In consequence, and afraid of losing that particular election, they hurriedly, 6 hours to go, telephoned the INEC chairman and gave him a marching order to postpone the election immediately, which he did in obedience as a servant. Now, barely an hour after that particular postponement, Adams Oshomole took up the microphone trying to deceive the gullible Nigerians who do not follow the sequence of events. Everybody is aware that Oshomole is too very satanic. Likewise, El-Rufai, the governor of Kaduna State, that's midget. These two gentlemen are the problems Nigeria has. They are the problems APC has. They are the problems any other Nigerian is having. And unless the two men are checkmated, El-Rufai and Oshomole, Nigeria must be plunged into a catastrophe of unprecedented experience. Mark my words, it is set. Nigeria is heading towards a conflagration. No thanks to Oshomole and El-Rufai. I am not here. I'm not campaigning for any particular party. Remember, this is Voice of Biafra International and the Biafra Broadcasting Authority. We are quite neutral on the Nigerian election, but for the fact that we are seeing part and parcel of that flagelling federation, we are duty bound to make some comments where we know your response shall possess some degree of interest. That is why we are here. Because whenever the cataract of Inferno starts, everybody is going to be affected. We wouldn't like a situation where the dying man shall carry his own corpse down to Biafra land to suffocate the living. We want to make sure that we debar Nigeria's carcass from being carried into Biafra land for the sake of the living in Biafra. So that is why we are here to speak up that series of attempts are being made to make sure that this particular election is bungled. They have done it on the 16th, is not more there. They are now saying 23rd. Let me tell you what is on ground. They are trying to make sure that this election does not hold on the 23rd because it is obvious APC is losing the election. It is quite obvious. It's incontestable. The handwritings are quite on the wall. So, for them not to lose this election, afraid of what will be the outcome, they are making sure, plotting that this election wouldn't hold. And in the event of the election not holding, they are going to evoke some presidential powers to now create an interim government where Buhari will still continue in power in the next 2 years. And by so doing, APC invariably remains in control. This is the plot. But no, it cannot happen. When you are in your own house preparing something, eating, you think others are hungry in their own houses. Nobody is hungry. Everybody is equal to the task. We are saying this because we are part and parcel of it, even though in terms of Nigerian politics, we are quite neutral, I repeat. So, but we have to speak our mind. And that is true. So, Let me tell you, come 23rd this month, the possibility of this presidential election holding cannot be guaranteed because APC, Adams or Shomole, that particular criminal is afraid of what will be the outcome. He cannot afford to live the rest of his life in exile. Likewise, El-Rufai, who has been instigating crisis against Biafrans, against Christians in the whole of Nigeria, in the whole of Biafra land. That particular midget of Kaduna State cannot afford that everything has looted in Nigeria in the years should be taken from him. I took time yesterday to listen to Shehu Sani, or Sani Shehu, the senator representing Kaduna South, Central Kaduna also. I'm not 100% sure. Now, he will talk at length why El-Rufai is hell-bent on to collect $300 million from World Bank as loan. What for? To pocket? Now, they are asking him, what of their money for the Paris Fund? What happened to it? Why can't you use this money to develop Kaduna State? Why are you collecting 300 million? But then, that is not our problem. That is the Nigerian factor. We don't have to waste time here talking about the Nigerian catastrophe. It is not our headache. We are here to discuss issues concerning Biafra. Maybe you have not heard. We are here to inform you of the latest updates. We don't tell you lies. Whenever we tell you something, take it to the letter. It is true. There was an instruction in the last hours by the IPOB leadership to their followers that they should now dust their PVC, those who have, and vote for Atiku Abubakar. Many people have been calling to find out if it was true that the IPOB leadership has now directed their people to go into the election and vote for PDP. Now, people begin to ask, the particular agreement that was signed without the knowledge of anybody, was it a kind of money paid into a certain account which they received a lot and now said the document has been signed? That is clear. We are getting now the information, clear information that money was sent to a particular account. As soon as they receive the alert, they now say election boycott stops. Today, we are hearing from various reliable sources that the IPOB leadership has now directed their men to vote for PDP. Does it mean that PDP paid them some money to have their men support them? Your guess is as good as mine. Now, the question is, what is happening in Biafra land? Are there group of people, or is there any particular individual that is using the Biafran issue to make money, to enrich himself? At what stage has Biafra become a business center? At what stage has Biafra become one man's baggage, where you only determine what is inside? At what stage did Biafra have a supreme leader that whatever he says is final? I'm sorry, I'm not talking about Biafra now. I'm talking of a particular group. Okay, to that particular group, the IPOB, he is their supreme leader. Nobody doubts it. He is the leader, the head of state of IPOB. If IPOB is, I don't know what it's called. But nobody should be attributing that limited liability company registered in London to Biafra. No. Biafra is a nation. IPOB is a group. So, if the IPOB headman is taking any decision within the IPOB family, it's okay, no problem. Nobody begrudges that. But then, to attribute it to Biafra is unacceptable. Of course, people registered for vote, majority of Biafrans. They want to vote and they will vote. Anybody talking about election boycott now, go now and vote, is just coming too late. Coming too late. It's a kind of medicine after death. You directed your men not to carry PVC. Now you're asking them to go and vote. With what would they vote? With what? That is a question. So we are here this evening discussing this type of issue. How come some people are deceiving Biafrans? Look, people say that Biafra is spirit, and it is true. Anybody that has used Biafra or trying to deceive our people in the name of Biafra is going to face the consequences in the hereafter. There's no two ways about it. You might run, you might go into exile, you might stay there for several years. Even if you die there, like Idi Amin, we must make sure that your carcass or your corpse or your cadaver can never enter Biafra land. It will be buried in foreign land. That is absolute. If you deceive Biafrans, enrich yourself and disappear into exile, you are going to live in exile for the rest of your life. Any day you enter Biafra land, we call it to account for your stewardship. Biafra is not a place where an individual, a group of individuals will come and mess up the entire society and think they will escape unscathed. No. We must begin to tell ourselves the simple truths. Otherwise, tell me, how come since 2012 through 2013, 2014, 15, 16, and 17, and 18, now this is 2019, every promises fell. Easter dribbling, dangling from one end to the another. And yet, people, I thought that they have their cranium stuffed with cerebrum. They don't reason like human beings. Sometimes I begin to wonder, how come that we have animals in human skin in Biafra land? Why is that so? Nobody questions. Nobody asks any simple question. Nobody comes out to investigate certain things. They just believe everything, whole line and sinker. Why is that so? Why is that so? Is there nobody in Biafra land? Is there nobody in Igbo land? How come everybody is keeping silent? Of course, nobody is keeping silent. I know in a very wise society, the men that matter don't just talk too much. They don't talk anyhow. They swallow the bile, they breathe in, they breathe out. They rarely talk. But whenever they talk, issues are about to happen. So when you see our fellow compatriots, they call Igbo people who is who in the Igbo society, in the Biafran enclave, remaining silent over these atrocious anomalies. Don't think that indeed they are keeping silent. If you do not know who to fear, fear that person who doesn't just talk. Everybody knows that that particular dog that bites does not bite back. And that is true. So, let nobody take any Igbo person or persons for granted. Come out and, but let us tell ourselves the truth. If you make the whole millions or billions out of the sweat or blood of your people, and you escape into foreign land, are you going to enjoy that money? No. You give you 1 billion, you can never enjoy this money in a foreign land, except and only except you come back to Biafra land, to Igbo land, to establish it, to invest it, to enjoy it. Have 1 billion outside Biafra land. The person that has only 100,000 in Biafra land is going to enjoy his own money more than you. And that is true. So we are telling all of you who are using our people to make honest, to get rich. We tell you no, it will not work like that. Please. So be careful what you do. Be careful what you do against your fellow Biafrans. Let us listen to Warrior. Thank you very much once again, and welcome back to our regular broadcast. Don't forget that as members of the crew, we have Mike Obi Okahara in Germany. We also have Tony Moneker in Germany, Afam Agwadiru in Biafra land, Chidi Echid, Biafra land, Unique San, what's the name again, Chinelo, in Lagos, Nigeria, Valentine Mugoji in Port Harcourt, Ume Masinus in Lagos, Nigeria, Sunday Oti also in Lagos, Nigeria, Sonny Biaman also in Lagos, also Vincent Tekene in Germany, Sonny Imari Wabisi, Seat of Power, Biafra land, and very many others. So we are here also to brief you. Gentlemen of the queue, of course, any of you that are online should identify himself, because my signal here is not quite clear. So what we are saying is this: it is now clear, confirmed, that IPOB leadership has given marching orders to their members to vote during the 23rd of February presidential election and vote for PDP. We say to those today. Now we are coming back to that in the next minutes. Now, fellow Biafrans, once again, we are here this evening to give you update on Biafra. So, on your Torontiana, because of the nature of what we have to inform you, I did just Shibo Ikuya. To our brothers in Efik or Ijo, we are going to inform you later what we are here discussing. So, ihe anyị na-ekwu okwu ya, ihe anyị na-agwa ndị Igbo, ndị Biafra bụ na oge anyị ji alarụ Biafra eruole. Oge anyị ji eru ala iwu Biafra, ala dị nsọ, oge ahụ eruole. N'oge gara aga, ndị ụmụ Biafra nọ n'obodo dị iche iche ụwa gburugburu, site n'Europe ebe gaa na America, site na America gaa na Asia, gaa obodo ndị ọzọ nọ n'Africa. Onye ọbụla nọ na-agba isi ọhịa, onye akụtara aka n'ụzọ ya ọsọ onye agwala ya. Mana anyị ji obi aṅụrị na-agwa unu taa na ndị Igbo niile nọ ebe dị iche iche na ugbu a na-ejizi ofu olu na-ekpekọrịta na a ga-arụkọta ọrụ ofu ebe. So ha ekpekọrịtala, ha na-abịazi gburugburu na-abịakọta ọnụ na-ekpetazi ugbu a na onye isi anyị wu Chief Dr. Wazirike na anyị ga-aga hụ ya, binyere ya, si ya nna ya ukwu anyị ekpetago n'iwu onye isi anyị. O ka o siri dịrị. So n'ọtụtụ oge unu ga na-anụ ozi anyị oge ọbụla ka o si aga, na ndị obodo anyị nọ mba ụwa dị iche iche ejide ofu olu sị n'eziokwu na anyị ga-eji ofu obi mee na ihe. Enwekwara ije ndị dị agha ndị obodo anyị nọ mba dị iche iche na-eme ka anyị nwee ike si ndị ọnụ n'oru n'okwu na America na United Nations ka ha nwee ike bịakọta nso nyere obodo anyị Biafra aka. Anyị agakwa onye ha, anyị ekpekọrịtala, anyị eziele ha ozi, ha azakwana anyị. Ugbu a ha sị na Biafra ga-enwere onwe ha n'oge na-adịrị anya. Dịka anyị si na-ekwu ugbu a, n'oge na-adịrịkwana anya, onye isi anyị onye nduzi ndị Biafra wu Chief Dr. Wazirike ga na-enyekwe ntụziaka na ala Biafra gburugburu ka onye ọ na-ama ka o si aga. Dịka o sikwara dị ugbu a, onye isi anyị wu Chief Dr. Wazirike enyego ọda ka a na-arụ ụlọ ọrụ Biafra na nzukọ n'obodo niile dị iche iche n'ime ala iwu Biafra, site Ọlụ gaa Ọkigwe, gaa Owerri, gawa Ụmụahịa, Aba, Port Harcourt, Asaba, Awka, Enugu, ebe ọbụla bụ ala Biafra. Onye isi anyị wu Chief Wazirike enyego ọda ka a na-arụ ụlọ ebe a ga-abido na-arụ ọrụ Biafra n'oge na-adịghị anya. Ọ bụ ihe ndị a ka anyị sị ka anyị ga na-agwa ụlọ by way of update, ka anyị na-akparịkwa egwu Biafra. Are you online with us?
I'm online.
Yeah, and they were Aina Sige from our studio here in Germany. Good morning over there in Japan.
Yeah, good morning.
And they were Michael Kaha, I know, is also here with us online in Germany. Tony Moneke, I believe, is there. Sonny Emmanuel Chidi. Everybody almost online. Only the problem is the communication. We cannot clearly connect. Echezona, I think I'm sick. Behind there, they could buy the queen as a seagull. I got Nigeria, you to pigeon maka, and they obodayo on our delta side, and they jo urobo. Efik, Hakatukun. First of all, enwere ihe kwuru mbụ si na ozi anyị nwetara and anyị jụọla ajụjụ hụ na ọ bụ eziokwu na IPOB leadership gwara ndị otu ha sị ha gazie tụọ election on the 23rd ha tụọla PDP. Echezona amadị m enugo ihe ahụ.
Anụbeghị m ya kama na amahụ atụmatụ ha ji wee kwụsị ịboycott election wee chọkwazie ka atụọ na atụmatụ Naijiria ji were ụmụekwu election nke ndị oyibo na-akpọ postponement. Ọ atụmatụ IPOB litere na atụmatụ APC gọọmenti Naijiria with British gọọmenti. Agụnwa chọburu ide n'akwụkwọ maka na amarago nnọọ ka ndị IPOB ga-enwe secret agreement were nye ha akwụkwọ ha eji were tụrụ onye kwụrụ oge ha ụgwọ were kwere ego na ụlọ akụ ya maka na ife onye isi ha bụ Kanu na-arụ onye kwụkarịrị ụgwọ ka ọ na-ezo. Ọ bụrụ APC kwụkarịrị ụgwọ so APC, PDP tọpụkwa n'ego so ha, apụga kwụkarịrị ọsọ apụga, ndị kwụkarịrị ndị ego ha buru ibu ka ọ na-arụ ọrụ. Anụbeghị m ife mana amarago ndị ife mere ka na-ekwu site n'ụbọchị ruo n'ụbọchị aka na ọbụ ezigbote onye ochi ka ọ bụ ji afa Biafra egwu ndị mmadụ wayo arasị ndị mmadụ ego dịka nwanne ya nwoke ego na ya na-ekwu Dr. Ejirika anyị emepegoro onye afụkwa ife anyị na-agwa maka na mgbe ọ na-abịa ọbịa kwuo onye ka ya na-ekwutọ Kanu mana kịta anyị na-emepekwuo na ọfụ na ife niile ewu wee ka a na-egwu ohi ka a na-ezu na-edupụ ụmụ nwanyị ya na-agba osi ha. Ya mere nchịkọta okwu m bụ na onweghị ife ha na-eme anyị ama ha tupu ha zụọ otu ọkpa ya zụọ ụzọ iri. Anyị mana ha jiri Biafra enyere Naijiria gọọmenti aka ka ha wee gbaa mbọ na-egwu anyị na ndụ anyị dịka nwanne ya nwoke onye anyị dị iri ozi n'ala Igbo nne ya nwodo siri wee kwu. Ọ sịrị onye na-asụ na atụ na vootu akwọ ka onye na-anọ n'ọkwa ha na-agba osi ụmụaka anyị na-ekwu ụmụaka anyị. Onweghị ife ọzọ ife nwanne ya nwoke na adị Kanu na-alụ ndị kwụọ ya ụgwọ ma tinyere ha gbaa mbọ mee ka ha ndị ahụ chịba ụmụaka na ụmụaka ha bụ gbasara ọrịa. Ka m kwụsịgodo ebe a maka ndị ọzọ ya ekwu okwu maka ọrịa.
Yeah, thank you very much. Ihe anyị na-ekwu ihe ozi anyị na-enwetawo na asị na the party opposition party akwụgoro ụgwọ na akaụntụ ya so ebe ọ na-akwụgoro ụgwọ na akaụntụ ọsịsị ndị ọ na-achị ka ha tụazie votu. Na ndị mmadụ na-asị ihe secret document a na-ekwu okwu ya ndị a na-eme were ego enyetu ha sị na ọ kwuru a ga-arụ Calabar airport, a ga-arụ Port Harcourt airport, a ga-arụ this and that. Ihe to cover up. But ugbu a na eziokwu apụtala ihe akwụnye ego na akaụntụ. Yeah, that is a problem. This planner asking. Yes.
Yeah. Maka ife a na-ekwu na side bụ sale deliver ajụjụ onye ọbụla ya na-ajụ bụ onye side onye sale onye ka deliver to Israel ka ọ Jerusalem ka London deliver to Ghana anụmanụ n'ala Igbo onye ka deliver onye dị sale onye Atiku Abubakar side godo ife ọbụla onye kwesịrị side onye kwesịrị side ife ọbụla dị IPOB maọbụ ndị Amerika n'okwu.
No, I want on your side of anything. Ihe anyị na-ekwu na enyi ego ya bụrụ document nobody that document a na-ekwu ya wo ego ole ka ị ga-akwụnyere m na akaụntụ ọ ihe a na-ekwu. Yes.
ụmụ ka na onye ka o jiri chọọ ịgwa ndị otie na ndị na-eso ụzọ ya ife edere n'akwụkwọ ebiji aka asara ewepụta meziri na ọsị ha ga-etụọ akwụkwọ mana ha chetakwu ndị otu echetakwu n'ọgwara ha na after recording of election ọ bụrụ na Biafra adịghị na intelligence committee adịghị ya Biafra ha mara na onwere ka ọ ga-egbu mana kịta bụ rekọt ọzọ election ọ bụzi nke emere onye ọsọ rekọt election ha tụọ vootu ọsụkwa na after every record election go of record was election enwela referendum ịhụ airport na seaport ka ha nwee referendum ọ ka mma na anya ndị na-eso na ka ha chiri azụ nwanụlọ ekwesu ha na-eso ya mere onye chọkwara iso na-eso ya mana onye ugwu onwe ya na-eje ebe aka mma kwụsị okwu.
Thank you very much. Now, Uchenna Okeke, you are a macro day. You get what you are saying, Uchenna Okeke? Hello, Uchenna. Michael Kaha, are you with us online? Can you hear me? Any member of the crew, if you are hearing me, please say your mind. Now, before then, let me welcome some of our viewers who are always regular online to hear our messages. Chinezie Ibenji is there. We welcome you. Ben Bros first. Prince Al Ihekwaba. Amako Anyekwensi. Innocent Young. Nicholas Eze. Eze Sunday. Afam Agwadiro, of course, is there. Chukwudi Eze. Equally listening. Christopher Patrick. Ugu Anthony Chukwueze Oda Michael Chukwu, of course, is there. Ebuka Franklin Ikwoma. Prince Chima is there joining. Iba Ike, of course, is there. Uche Abu. Obina Everest. Innocent Ebe. Look, we mentioned all our guests today because no matter the group you belong, you are our guest today and you are a Biafran child. That is true. Thank you so much, Michael Chukwu, for saying you are praying to God for Biafra divine restoration. That is our prayer. Siokoli, Nigerian Resources, goes by this name. Of course, Chukwuemeka Joseph Abazie is our strong member. He's there watching. Ugochukwu, of course, Homage, Nwachukwu Nonso Oji, also there. Oliver Owo, Okafo Uzochukwu, Celestine Ogunaya Okoro, Ikechukwu Peter, Chisco, War Culture, of course. Sunday, Nwebonyi, of course, is there. Of course, Celestine Ogunaya asking who told you that IPOB asked their members to vote for PDP. That Mazi lifted the ban, not to tell them to vote. So, Celestine Ogunaya, we are reporting what we are hearing, that there is an instruction by IPOB leadership to the members to vote. So we stand to be corrected. If such information is not based on fact, you are here to tell us that it is not true. And we can withdraw because we don't claim knowledge of everything. We report news, and if we report any news and it is denied with facts, then we repress it. That is what we do. Mark Cohen, of course, is there. Chinedu Kena is there. Anayo Onyekene. Ituma Monday, of course, is there. Eseye Mado, Engineer Jude Chinedu. Of course, sorry please. I have to turn down the volume of the set here. Engineer Jude Chinedu, Alberto Abone, Samuel Okia also, of course, is there. Peter Obichigozie, Onyeka Vitalis Okeke Nam, Bo goes by that wonderful name. Great Henry, okay, John Omadukwe, Chinedu Joseph, Eze Chinabarogo, Ejike, of course, Sunday Nadi is there. Oliver Anosike, Moses Mwafo, Ima Umujiburu, Harrison Shamga, Jackie, of course, Jackie is a member of our crew here. She is our sister from Kenya. Sometimes people see her on screen talking to Biafrans, to Nigerians, and Africans generally. Nancy Uzodimano, Friday Emeka, Michael Oke is there, of course. Thank you so much, Jackie Oshed, for saying you greet us. You are a member of our crew, and we equally greet you. We know you're at work now and not able to join us. we really welcome you heartily. Here the two Anyang, of course, is a Darlington of first. I will keep on welcoming our viewers from time to time while we give you updates. So, to those of you who are contesting what we are saying, we are relaying the news we gathered, and we are expecting the IPOB people, that is our brothers in IPOB, to come and counter that with facts. Deny it that it was not true, and then we shall redress it. But when we have not had a counter denial, we cannot redress it. What we are saying is this, that the 23rd February presidential election in Nigeria might not hold because there is a concerted plot to sabotage it and impose interim government on the federation, still taken care of by the All Progressive Congress, that APC, the ruling party. So when you hear INEC postpone the election, APC is coming to accuse PDP. Let me be candid with you. APC was instrumental to that particular postponement because all their rigging devices were discovered, and there was no way they would have come out of that particular presidential election victorious. So that is why they hurriedly frightened or intimidated the INEC chairman to to postpone that election. Hello, sir. You are welcome. This is Dr. Peter Ejike from the States of America. Sir, just a second, sir. Let me put on the speaker so that we can hear you very, very well. Hello, sir.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, good evening, sir. You are welcome to the program.
Thank you for bringing me aboard.
Yes, sir.
And good day, all Biafrans, wherever you may be. And good evening to those, the time is evening where they are.
Thank you very much, sir.
God bless you all.
Thank you, sir. Gentlemen, all people, everybody who logged on to this particular program. The person you are hearing his voice is Dr. Peter Ejike, from the States of America, a well-known Biafran, of course, a veteran of the Biafran army. He was a pilot officer. He is here, with us in the studio today, though addressing us from America. So he is with us. Dr. Ejike, there was something we pointed out briefly before you joined us. We are telling our people that the time for all of us to come together and bury differences has come, because Biafra is now or never, and we cannot afford dancing discordantly while our enemies continue to laugh at us. That right now, the diaspora Biafra is gradually coming together to take a decision, a common stand for Biafra inevitability. And we are enjoining all our people to now see reasons why we have to come together. Much as we are not here to make open some of the moves we are making so the enemy wouldn't, take us unawares, but we are trying to encourage our people by telling them that the diaspora Biafra is now coming together from the States of America down to Europe and to Asia. The minds are now speaking with one voice, thinking alike, and this is going to help Biafra. It's going to help us achieve our independence, sir. This is what we have been trying to brief our people before you come in. And sir, as somebody in the front line in the diaspora Biafra, making the necessary and the concerted effort towards this Biafra realization, of course, in the last days, you have been in touch with the Biafra leader, Chief Dr. Wazike, who is up there trying to put the home front in order, waiting for diaspora to make their own contributions. What I mean by contribution is not financial, no. I mean ideas. Contribute their own ideas for us to work with one mind. Sir, we would like you, Biafrans and thousands listening to this particular program, to advise them on the next steps to take, how we are going to bring ourselves together as a veteran of the Biafran army, sir, because your words are quite like marble and we obey you, sir.
Yeah. Thank you, Moderator Geronimo. Thank you for bringing me in. And thank you all Biafrans, wherever you may be. It's a pleasure to be in your midst again, at least by the help of electronics. yes, there is every need for every one of us to work together because we have a common need. What is the need? Realization of Biafra, the third Biafran Republic. You know, the Biafra we had in 1967, that was not the first time we had Biafra. Ojukwu was not the first Biafra. He was the second. So now we are trying to have the third. And we have all worked together, individually and collectively. But now we want to work collectively only. Yes, there might be a group that does not want to team up with other people, but we can leave that group alone and let the rest of the Biafra work together. So there is need for us to work together. How can we work together? We can work together starting from your own level. You can have the Biafrans that are closer to you in the same city as you. So all of you to meet maybe every Saturday, maybe every Sunday, once a month, to discuss Biafran strategy, to discuss how we can come together and share our problems and our challenges. The challenge we've had in recent times has been working together. When I mean working together, it refers to Bilie, it refers to Biafra in exile, it refers to IPOB, it refers to bim-massob. How can we all come together? Yes, it's going to be difficult, and it has been difficult. Why is it difficult? It's difficult because we are not all born by the same mother. We have different backgrounds. We have different experiences. We see the world differences. So we are not the first set of people who did not work together initially. But now we have seen the advantage and disadvantages. One of the big disadvantages is the Nigerian election, which was postponed. Most of us believe that we should not participate in that election. And then another group within our Biafra nation believe that we should participate. What we should have done is all of us to come together and take a united decision whether to be or not to be. But IPOB went ahead and said, don't participate. Then at the 11th minute, 2 nights to the election, they say participate, which means IPOB doesn't have good management team. When they say participate, how can IPOB members participate when they have no EVs, when they did not even register to vote? How can they vote? So that will tell you that we all have to work together. IPOB has a good salesmanship, but they have poor management. They have poor management team. I have dealt with them before, and I realized that. And those that have dealt with them realize that they have the poor management team. This was why election that was scheduled for Saturday, they told their members to go and vote on Friday without a voting registration, without PVC. It's impossible. So we want to avoid such things, such occurrences next time. And how can we avoid it? Is by coming together. I'm not saying I know it well, my group knows it well, but if we work with IPOB, work with Bilie, work with IDIM, work with bim-massob, what we don't know, the other group will know it. And when we share our knowledge together, we'll be able to overcome the enemy. The enemy is not a reasonable person. They are not reasonable. Hausa Fulani is not reasonable. Hausa Fulani is not knowledgeable. Don't you see, their election that was scheduled for the 15th, on the 19th, that's when distributing the election material. And they call the chairman of the election a professor. If it's in the United States, that professor will be fired. So our Fulani doesn't have brain. But what we don't have is unity. So we have to come together and work as a team. And that is what I'm begging for every one of us. Don't wait for a moderator to call you to work as a team. You can start working as a team from your little town, from your little cities, people close to you. You all meet to discuss Biafra. You can meet electronically. And then you team up with a larger group. That is what we mean by working together.
Now, sir, that is what is going on now. While we are calling for a common ground to work together, the IPOB group is out there insulting Asari Dokubo for stating his mind on the presidential election. What advice do you have for our people?
Thank you, Moderator Geronimo, and thank you all Biafrans again. Let me say it. Let me say it once, like Texans will say it. Say it once and say it all. Do you all know why we lost the war? We lost the war because the job people refused to participate with us. The day we lost the war, it was the day Nigerian troops landed on the shores of Bonny. Bonny was the closest Biafran town to high seas. So when Nigerian troops landed on Bonny, after 5 days, and my boys, we said we've lost the war. That was in 1968. And what happened? We lost the war. So we should not play with Asari Dokubo. Asari Dokubo has a guru, has an ethnicity with him. Asari Dokubo has all the Ogoni people with him. Asari Dokubo has all the Kalakari people with him. Has all the Bonny people with him. Has all the Ikwere people with him. And has all the Azumini people with him. So he's not an entity. He's not a person to play with. We want him. Asari Dokubo is a person that we want more than he wants us. We want him more than he wants us. For us to realize Biafra, for us to get Biafra, Ijo must be there. If Ijo is not there, we will never get Biafra. The word Biafra was coined by an Ijo man, Principal Frank Opigo, the principal of Niger Grammar School, Umuola, in Port Harcourt. So we should not play with Asari Dokubo. And that was why I wrote, in some of people to Abasiti blog, I wrote something warning IPOB members not to stop insulting Asari Dokubo from now on. Because Asari Dokubo is more important than Nnamdi Kanu and Uche Mefo in the Biafran trouble. Nnamdi Kanu and Uche Mefo don't know what Biafra stands. Don't know the trouble we went through. But Nnamdi Kanu is good in propaganda. He's good. I can't compare with him on that. And I can't sell him short on that. But management, he has growth skills. And that is what is happening. And all we are saying, brother, let's come together and share our knowledge and hit the outside heavy so that they'll start respecting Biafra. So what I'm saying is, nobody should join them to insult Asari Dokubo. And do you know what Asari Dokubo said? All that Asari Dokubo said is, Nnamdi Kanu, you shouldn't be making a decision alone for 50 million people. That's what Asari Dokubo said. And when Biafrans are asking the question, is anything wrong with that?
Nothing at all. Nothing was wrong with that. Let us agree.
Yeah, he said one person alone should not be making a decision for 50 million people. That's all he said. That we should all come together and take a decision, but not one person alone. Nnamdi Nnamdi alone thinks he's Biafra. So he makes decision for Biafra. And Asari Dokubo is saying, no, you alone cannot make decision for Biafra.
And that is
all
true.
of us should come together
Yes.
and take a decision. So that was all Asari Dokubo said, that IPOB members don't like.
And then what
So
they did was to go on people's social media and started insulting that innocent man who has much to contribute to our struggle. I think we're using this particular medium to advise such boys. It is not good to insult others. They should stop insulting.
Apologize to him and stop that.
The problem is that they don't have a counter argument. They have nothing to offer. When somebody says something, if you do not agree, convince us to the contrary with available facts or evidence, and then we agree with you. But when you have not said anything to counter somebody's thesis, why then do you expect us to believe you? Instead, you resort to abuses on social media. Such people don't represent Biafra, and they can never be part of Biafra when it comes. This is what we are saying. We are going to sanitize the Biafran society. We must sanitize the society. Everybody must pass through the foundry to be born anew. Otherwise, if we move into Biafra land with this type of motley crowd, I'm sorry, it's going to be a jungle. And we don't pray for that. Now, sir, another thing we mentioned briefly equally is this. We, during our last broadcast, made a little criticism of the Biafra diaspora for their nonchalant attitude in this our struggle. Now, in the last week, it appears now that everybody has woken up from that particular slumber. What signs, sir, what good signs are we expecting from the Biafra diaspora, where indeed you are a frontliner? Sir, our people would like to hear.
The major thing, the major planning or the major discussions we've been having is to have a barrister or attorney. A barrister is the same thing as attorney. Attorney Bruce Pine, a United States lawyer who has helped many countries to get self-determination and get sovereignty. If we succeed with what we are planning, we'll be addressing all Biafran in this medium. So we are cooking it, and we are talking to him and talking to all the parties concerned, trying to get him to come to this medium to address all Biafran, tell us what he can do for us, and then tell us what we can do so that he will be able to do what he promises to do for Biafra. Attorney Bruce Pine says he wants to see Biafra realized before he dies. So you can see how committed he is. So everything now depends on all of us to come together, to bring our resources together, and then have him to help us. So that is the latest event or latest activity that is going on.
Okay, how committed are our diaspora Biafrans, more especially those in America, towards this particular project? How committed are they?
I'm not speaking for the Biafran government in exile, but so far they've been doing this activity alone. They've been working with Attorney Bruce Pine alone, and they've been footing the bill alone. But now we are asking them to work cooperatively with the rest of us so that we can achieve the goal in a shorter period of time.
Okay,
so
sir.
What I can say is that those who have been committed to Biafra are still committed. But for the rest of the people, they will turn around when victory comes. So we're not going to wait for them. Rather, they'll be the ones to change their mind when victory comes. And victory is coming. But when, I don't know.
Okay, sir. Now, there are people who have been asking the question since we posted the video clips on Bruce Pine discussing Biafra. People are asking, are there countries in the world now that have achieved their independence, which Bruce Fine was instrumental to? That's the question they asked.
Yeah, thank you, Moderator Egeron. Thank you, and thank you, Biafrans again. Yes, there are two countries. There's one, Southern Sudan. That is the most recent one. And then there is one other country in Southwest Africa. He assisted them to get their freedom. And he said our case is stronger than the cases of these two countries. So what I will do is, I will send the name of the other country to the moderator Egeron, and then he can disseminate it to everyone of us. Yes, he can help us. He used to be in the United States Congress. So for him to put his name and integrity on the line, that means Biafra is achievable. But we have to do our own part, then he will do his own part. So that is where it stands at this time.
Thank you very much, sir. You have really given us a very wonderful brief on that particular arrangement. And the Biafrans are indeed very, very happy, very, very grateful that efforts are now being channeled towards realization of our independent Biafra. We are so much encouraged, sir, and we really commend you for all the efforts you've been making. It did not start today. We are taking proper notes of every contribution by any particular individual in whatever form. And I must say to you, sir, that the Biafrans are indeed very, very thankful to you for all your efforts. Now, let me see if there are members of the crew who are right now connected, because since our services have been very, very poor over there in Biafra land and equally in Nigeria. I don't know if Michael Kaha is available. Tony Monica, are you there? Afama Vodero, of course, is there. Chidi, Chidi, Unique Chileno, Valentine Ogoji, Ume Maslino, Sunday Oti, Sonny Biaman, Vincent Tekere, of course, Dr. Chukuma Egamba, and a lot of others. If any of you, and I would prefer to mention Eches and Udeze, who is right now also in Japan, Uchen Okeke, Jude Chijoke, Sonny Emmanuel Wabisi. Any of you online, is now rather free to make contribution. Sonny, you are there. Eches now, you are there. Jude, Uchen, equally. Over to you.
Hello, Uchen.
Okay, go on, Uchen now.
All right. Good evening, everybody. I want to thank our father and our elder brother for this wonderful presentation concerning the ongoing meeting on the unity of all the pro-Biafran group. I want to thank him so much. And I want to equally also tell you that on the side of our great leader, Chief Dr. Rafa was looking, he will never be of failure to whatsoever plan because he has been obliging to all the meetings, all the plans, arrangements on how to bring all.
Oh, I don't know if I've lost him. But while we're expecting him once again, let me welcome our viewers also who are here.
Hello?
Okay, just hold on, please. Let me welcome some of our viewers. Harrison Shamra, of course, is there. Nancy is a bim-massob there, America. Ihan I've mentioned you before. Darlington of Weze. Thank you for greeting every Biafran. Ibukweze Nwa Uchenna Nwankwo, you are welcome. Ranky, Leila, Chukuma, of course. Sorry, please. Michael Angelo Nemeka Obonna. Let me see more of who are online. Peter Onoha, Abuchi Obior, of course, is there. Of course, we are saying good evening to you. Thank you very much, Abuchi Obior, my brother there. Waneri Waga, of course, Chukuma Oguta is there. Sunday Eze Onyenwe Chizobaya, welcome. Tony is always there with us. Chidi Isaac, Jude Umu Ukuje, that Ume Uke Jarada, John Paul Kalike, Ejike, Emmanuel Ejike, of course, is there. Anayo, Omaliko, and very many others. We welcome all of you to our program, dear viewers. Is written numbers. Why I mention you is because our software here is not displaying the accurate figure we have on the screen. That is why I take time to intimate our viewers the number of people who are with us. Now move on, go on, please. Which channel? Okay. We are sorry for the interruption.
Please, yes, you bear with me because in Nigeria we have a lot of network failure. So at times it comes and it goes off. So please, you do bear with me. Thank you very much. As I was saying, on the side of some emissaries coming down to Biafra land to meet with the chief of Biafra, he has done his best. He's always ready to unite all the groups. It's just that some people who made themselves available to betray the struggle are bent-head that they will never allow the Biafra to face. Well, by the special grace of God, with the latest unity again on board, I hope that all the IPOB groups, they are listening to this radio. They should equally take the message to their homes and to their villages and to their towns and to wherever they found themselves to know that another step is on ground. Because some of them who doesn't understand what is going on, they keep on making noise, looking for whom to blame and whom not to blame. Another one is on ground now. Listen to your leader. If they will play a role to this very good step taken by Biafrans all over the world, he will never adhere to that because he is a son of perjury. He has chosen to be an enemy of the struggle. That is why he will never agree to anything unity. So, my people, just like as we have been saying, I would like to go for my little contribution now. I would like to use vernacular, that is Igbo language. I don't know if am I permitted to do that.
Yeah, go on, please, go on.
Hello, Mr.
Yeah, go on, Uchenna, we are with you.
Okay. Ụmụnne m na ụmụnna m dịka anyị na-ekwu ihe anyị na-ekwu banyere ihe na-ekwu ụbọchị nke taa bụ ihe banyere ịdị n'otu iji aka ọnụ were fụ na anyị nwetara ihe anyị na-achọ mbụ Biafra nke dị anyị n'obi kemgbe ụwa nke anyị nọ na-agba mbọ ịfụ na anyị nwere onwe anyị. Taa o kwere anyị nghọta na ụmụnne anyị ndị nke nọ na mba ofesi ebe dị iche iche, ndị nke nọ na South Asia, ndị nke nọ na South America, ndị nke nọ na Europe, ha ncha niile ejikọkwa aka ọnụ were jekwuru onye ọkaikpe, onye ma ihe gbasara otu a ga-esi were nyere anyị aka na nnwere onwe nke Biafra. Ha jikọkwa aka ọnụ were gbadata ala Biafra ịfụ na etikọrọ isi ọnụ na onye isi anyị bụ Chief Ike dịka ozi si were anyị ntị. O kwere anyị nghọta na ugbu a na ha abatago ala Biafra. Anyị were ekenekwe Olisa bi n'igwe, onye nke mere ka njem ha gasịrị werere. N'otu aka, anyị jikwa ohere a site na igwe mgbasa ozi nke a na-akpọ Voice of Biafra International wee na-ezu n'ozi nakwa Biafran Broadcasting Authority wee na-agbasara ozi n'ụbọchị nke taa na ihe dị otu a adịghị ire. Ya mere na anyị isi ike tinye ha ekpere ka njem ha na onye isi anyị bụ Chief Ike ka ọ gasịrị were na mgbe na-adịghị anya na anyị ga-anụ ozi dị mkpa, anyị ga-anụ ozi nke ga-agba anyị umeri nne n'ihi na njem ha ga-amịtara anyị ezi mkpụrụ. Ya mere anyị ji ohere a wee na-asị unu onye ọbụla n'ebe ọbụla nke ị nọ jisi ike rụkwa ọrụ ka o kwere gị ịfụ na anyị nwere onwe anyị si na Nigeria wee pụọ. N'otu aka ahụ, anyị na-anụkwa ka ụmụnne anyị were maka na onye ọbụla ebe ọbụla ị nọ, ya bụrụ na ndị Naijiria dịka onye isi Naijiria bụ Muhammadu Buhari pụtara na a ga-eme nrọpụta na ụbọchị Satọde nke na-abịanụ, onye ọbụla unu tinye aka ga-erọpụta onye ga-achị anyị. Onye na mmasị nke m unu tinye aka na ebe enwere ncheanwụ ọ ga-akara anyị mma n'ihi na ọkwa nke anyị ka anyị na-azọ mgbe na-asị biko nke ihe echiri ya zere bụ agazie ụmụnne m na ụmụnna m.
Ndewo Uchenna, ịsụọla asụsụ Igbo nke ahụ sịkanye anụ mmadụ oge ọjị mgbe ahụ ọ na-akpọ okwu na IBS ọ gara tụrụ anya lọmaji sụwa asụsụ Igbo gị na-asọ gịnị gbesiri mkpụrụ asụsụ Igbo a na-atọ ụtọ ya ka anyị na-agwa ndị obodo na enweghị ihe dị ka asụsụ mmadụ. Let me be honest with you. When you leave the shores of Biafra land, you value the essence of Igbo language. Anyị ga-asụ asụsụ Igbo sụọ Ijo sụọ Efik. Obodo Biafra asụsụ niile a ga-eme ka ọ dị compulsory n'ụlọ akwụkwọ anyị. Ndị Ijo ga-asụ Efik sụọ Igbo ha ga-amụ na school. Ndị Igbo ga-amụ Efik mụọ Ijo. Ndị Efik ga-amụ Ijo mụọ Igbo. I will say the 3 languages na-aga obodo. Obodo a pụtara enwe 3 languages onye ọrụ na-asụ ọwụ gịnị ejizi anyị. Ọ bụ ihe ndị a ka anyị na-ekwu okwu anyị ga-eme obodo Biafra ya bụrụ obodo eji ama mma, obodo eji enye atụmatụ ihe eji ama atụ. Exactly. Thank you very much Uchenna. Ịsụrụ asụsụ ahụ sụta ya ka ọma. Sorry, Emmanuel Nwabisi is right now at the seat of power Biafra land. Echezona in Japan. Echezona, do you have any brief for us from there? And when he will keep gbasara ihe ndị anyị na-ekwu okwu ya. Okay, sir. Yeah, go on, sir. Yes, sir. Go on, sir.
Appreciate the last speaker.
Yes, sir.
For less than 2 minutes.
Yes, sir.
The last speaker, I'll praise you and I admire you. Since 1970, you are the only Igbo man who has spoken Igbo Union. Even Nigerian University, Nsukka University, don't teach people, don't advise people to speak Igbo Union. Igbo Union is Igbo language. If you are addressing all the Igbos, that is the language my fathers, my grandfathers used to speak. You don't speak your native tongue. You speak Igbo Union.
Exactly.
Centralized. And that's what that guy is called.
Exactly.
Thank you very much, sir.
Exactly. Ihe ka ji sọ sịka ya lọmaji ugoji mgbe ọ na-asịrị anyị asụsụ Igbo na IBS in those days. Honestly, Uchenna Imeka ndewo. Uchenna ị ga-emepe anyị Igbo program Voice of Biafra International and the BBA biko anyị ga-emepe that. We are going to do that because we want to reach our people, the rural community. Now, sorry, Emmanuel Nwabisi seat of power ya je Echezona Udeze ịnọ na Japan. Enwere ihe ga-agba ndị Biafra ịnọ n'ihe Dr. Ejirika gwara anyị ndị oji si obodo Amerika na ha bata ala Biafra land ka ha dịkwa ka anyị na-ahụta arụrụ arụ. Anyị ga-ekwuchi ihe ụra n'igwe maka ndị ụta. Echezona ọ bụrụ na ị ka mụ anya enwere ihe ị ga-etinye n'ihe ndị anyị kwuru okwu ya. So I want to Echezona Cardinal right because you have early morning there. Then Sonny Emmanuel, you are there, of course. Jude Chijoke, you are there. So any of you on board can make contribution. Okay, Echezona, there we go. Yeah, Echezona. Yeah.
Echezona speaking.
Okay, there we go.
Hello.
Yes, I know.
I'm going. Okay, well, because Echezona one day ụmụasụ Igbo ma asụkwa Igbo maka na ọkụ akwụkwọ kwa ife ọzọ eju ezu ụmụ ya maka na ife ejikwa na asụ Igbo ahụ maka na ya na-asụ kama na enwere usoro nke ndị mmadụ ya aghọta nke edu ndị mmadụ anya maka na ọtụtụ ndị be anyị amaghịzi asụ Igbo nchacha wee mee na anyị na-aba anyị sụwazi anyị etinye nwe Igbo ka o wee kwe ndị ya aghọta n'ghọta maka na ndị mmadụ ndị oyibo si Igbo si na asị na-aka mma n'oyibo ofu mere ahụ eji ede yes ka eji ede nọ ofu oyibo ahụ eji isi igwe ka anyị ekpome ka ha marụ na asụsụ anyị na-arụ ọrụ ọ maka ihe anyị na-ekwu maka nnwere onwe anyị ife edemede anyị na-ede na ihu akwụkwọ nke Facebook ka m gwara ụmụnna anyị sa na nwere ofe dị ife anyị ekwesịghị ide dịka ndị mazọ na onwe ife anyị ekwesịghị ide edelu ọgwụgwọ onye anyị na-ama mma aka ma onye anyị na-atụ aka n'ihu na-ekwu ọgwụgwọ onye anyị na-ama aka ma ọ bụ onye anyị na-atụ aka n'ihu ndị buru na ndị kpeazụ ma ọ bụ ndị na-eweta Biafra ndị ahụ eweta na ọgwụgwọ onye anyị na-asị ka anyị gwa ife anyị na-eme ka ha wee kọwara anyị aka anyị hapụghị ayọ ndị mmadụ ka ha usoro anyị na-azụ ife anyị na-agba mbọ ya bụ ka
agụ ụwa nke bụ eziokwu ugwu nna anyị nke bụ eziokwu onye chọkwana ịlụ ọnụ onye chọkwana ịlụ ọhapụwa maka na eziokwu bụ ndụ eziokwu ka eji eji eziokwu ka eji mara ndị Igbo ọ na-abụ ụmụazị pụta ha na-akpa okenye iyi mana ndị Igbo si na nwata aha asị nna ya na ọsịrị asị n'ọka ma ọsị nna ya papa na-ekwu okwu ọfụma mana nwata ahụ asị nne ya marụ nọrọ maka mgbe ọ nwata sịrị nne ya marụ nọrọ ịma na onwe ya n'ife ọfụrụ ọ ya kwụọ ụgwọ ya ọfụma ife nwata na-agwa nne ya ewu ma ọ nwere onye na-achọ ọgụ n'ilo ma nwa ya wee bido edozi ya wee pụwa ilo maka ọsị ha na mama matụ nọrọ ịma na o nwere ife ọfụrụ ife eji mara ndị Igbo na ndị Igbo na-akwa ebe ha abara okenye mba eti okenye ife ọ ka ma ya edebakwuo ya n'obi eze ebe kwesịrị ikwu ya n'ụsọ banyere oke ya mere m ji agwa ndị be anyị niile onye ọbụla so anyị na-eme ife anyị na-eme bụ okwu nwere onwe anyị ya malụ na ị na-ekwu okwu nwere onwe ụzọ niile ichigha azụ na ọdịndụ ahụ eji mara anyị onye bụ nwere onwe dịka mma asụ ya n'oyibo iweghachi ife furu efu restoration ndị mmadụ aghọtaghị ife anyị na-ekwu ọtụtụ mgbe na ihe gbasa okwu Biafra agaghị ekwu ka anyị nweta obodo ọfụ Biafra nwe obodo dịbago gboo tupu Naijiria bido ife anyị na-ekwu ka ewechigatakwa ife Biafra iwechi ya omenala anyị ọdịnala anyị ife niile eji ebiri ọ na-agba ndụ mgbe egwu omenala na ọdịnala adị ekweghị ife ha na-ama n'elu na-amatụ eche na omenala na ọdịnala nwere ife ọzọ agbakwere ya eji ekwu maka ịmụ ife ọzọ dị n'ime uwe ife ọzọ dị n'omenala na ọdịnala Igbo abụghọ ife dị n'ala ndị ya bụ ọdịnala ife dị n'ala ndị mmadụ ife dị n'ala ebe ife ịgbata apụ n'ala go ebe adịghị abịa osi ha na Yoruba bịa osi ha na Hausa bịa osi obodo Igbo bịa ife abụ ngwa onwe ya bụ ihe dị n'ala ọdịnala na-akpọ ọdịnala omenala bụ etu ndị si eme ihe n'ala ha ọ bụrụ ife dị na-abịa etu a ka anyị si eme ife n'ala anyị ọ nwere obodo ya wepụta n'ala Igbo ime ife asịghị ife a bụrụ ome ya na ọ bụrụ omenala ha ọ bụrụ ka ha si eme omenala polike omenala isi omenala ndị dịkwara ndị ga anyị toriri ọnụ akwụkwọ na omenala ya dụrụ nke ndị ụka anasị ndị ụka wetara nsogbu nsogbu ndị ụka wetara mmadụ bụ nsogbu mmadụ ka a na-arịa ụka bụ ife anyị na-akarị na nkịta na igwe okwu anyị igwe okwu Biafra ụka ka anyị na-akarị anyị na-akparị ụka etu esi bụrụ anyị mma akpata nke bụ mma etinye ya n'ọrụ akpata nke arụghọ mgbe etukwuo ya mgbe a na-akarị ebe akịta ahụ ụka etu esi bụrụ anyị mma Chikenna ji awụ nọkọta ọsọ onye atị ọnụ onye akata nke anyị na-ekakọtacha ya ewu ndị aba were ya mee ife ya apụtasị na ndị ụka na-ebutere ozokwu ndị ọbụla butere ozokwu onye ọbụla na-agba ụka mgba onye arụ ana ka ọwụ onye ụka ọbụla na-agbakọrọ omenala na ọdịnala mgba onye arụ ana ka ọ bụ ndị na-eji ụka ezere isi ndị na-ejikwara omenala ezere isi arụ ha na-eme ụka na omenala na ọdịnala bụ ụmụnne ịtọ na-ere onwe ha enwe nsogbu nọ ndị mmadụ batara na-ebugharị onwe ha agha na-enyegharị nsogbu dịka ife anyị na-ekwu okwu ya bụ iwetulata mba gboo chigatakwere ma asụsụ anyị ma ife niile furu efu wechigatakwa ya azụ ma ụmụ anyị gasị n'obodo oyibo ma ụmụ anyị mụrụ n'ala Igbo maka ụfọdụ a na-asị na ndị nwere ụmụ obodo oyibo anyị akpọ ha nata na ha akpọ ha nata mana ọ nwere ndị mkwara ụmụ na Nnewi mụọ na Biafra ndị ha akpọ ha natakwa gosi ịkpọnata nwa uwe ịkpọnata na mmụọ ọha ịkpọnata ya n'ife ịkpọnata ya na mmụọ kụziere ife a na-eme ọmara ife a na-eme maka nwa mụrụ na Amerịka na-asụ Igbo mara ede Igbo mara aga Igbo mara achọ nri Igbo na-eri nri Igbo ọ ka nwa mụrụ na n'Enugwu amaka aga Igbo mmụọ ọ ka nwere onye Igbo so kedu ife anyị na-ekwu okwu tata bụ ka anyị ezu eme ife niile furu efu chigatakwa azụ ndị Igbo si nọ na ụgbọ tụtara ile a ụbọdụta ha asa ya asa ọbụtụtara ilepụ ana ụbọdụta ha asata ya asata asa means if some age grew up, they sold out the land. And if another 8 lady, they now restore the land back. So, I look at now, when I am on Tarakita, was looking at one is not as a pana. Yes, yes, and a book of another is a mother. Go, we make the Patego, Mojidego. It's all good. And go see the fires of Rupana, family. Rupa plays no on the book is no about the land, but as I wouldn't give up good people and the one you are where they buy them. They pass the other one of Malay, they pass Malay, they book and eat Malay, all the guns now. Over the 1,000 and do a wine and half, so he pass with Melbourne and all the woman. Why you make a hammer and I can eat a Malay. At Nilana could go lie. Now I never hear Fazo. On a white Jerusalem, but do I only no one in that. Nobody. But I have how a mile, but when I'm going to be sent on, and not doing a white and moving over one. And they talk about now once, they talk about the believing. And when I took on one and I knew all the 1 mile, then they make up, because no more than this, they move in. Now, even like the more looking at one. You look at we see, there's you. Not in this hotel, Omaka. I have put if any nine and me, so when I put us on a long with Biafra, well, I won't look at the no of Mamma boys. Oh, you come to Sunni, as a man, all believe. Amanda, before Kenya, before what they make on the work at ye, and evil. Wow, look down, I may. First working out, man. Come a dear by a dear would be looking at the working, cooking a book. Well, not I have the what you see. A Muslim be a mecha. I just want I would be now with my name, one as no use as. But the Chinese man, which they ask. You and your one of us. Mano que presiogo, mas cara já não fala, cana agora, cana eu vou coefu, para o quando nem mais mais fala que bem, o tudo imericite na
Yeah, I think here the cocoa lessons so go from Japan. So you know, cocoa and chances here you know, it's one of those problems. Okay, I think it's better now. Go on.
Yeah. Oh, well, even the one be bend. Oh, my car, you cocoa. I'm a father for even. Even there, Muddy make it 1 day. Yes. No matter how much I don't put up even the work I pay you can not declare. All if I make it snake, anyone will make it done. But I even then I will not show you the man, Madame. We may make 1 neighbor in a theater, even and even the place. When I said 1 neighbor, winner, 1 neighbor. I don't know what's that. But for now, if it is not a cannibal criminal, if we are chilling a put always, maybe. You may put on one. Okay, now. I also say I want to move in a woman, maybe don't 1 day. But soon as they room, no, let's say one of us. All the good way I go my is you. Quaka yoto. Makani benne kana roro. Oka nebu. Sepo aka ni ifo obo ni ma na eziokwu. Ifo obo ni ma na ojo no njo. Sepo aka na makani bonne. Imita kwa gono e ya kwugwe. Ogbogbo ife ya aka ni imecha ni ya kwugwe. Anya wu ife njigwa anya ka Islam ya me onye Igbo obo ni ifo ojo. Onye Igbo obo ni ifo n'ụzọ me duku onye Igbo. Ịtọrọ ya asị ụlọ ya ịnọ na nsogbu ụmụnne m ma kụzigoro ebe a na-akụ onye ọzọ kwukwu
Thank you very much, Echezena. You got that message. See, onye ọbụla na-agwa ndị Igbo eziokwu na-eme na-ejupụta ha ndị amị na-agbawuchi ha. Onye ahụ gwakwa onwe ya eziokwu maka na ala Igbo siri ike. Ihe ọbụla onye metara ugbu a, mgbe ọbụla anyị nara na Biafra, onye ahụ ga-abịa inye anyị ihe o kwuru mee ya ka anyị gbada egwu obere egwu Biafra.
O nwere ndị ọkịrịka warụ na nwa ndị bara ọgaranya na nwa ọ na-agbachapụ aka na-enyere onye ọbụla n'aka ebe ọ bụ na ba na-enye enye ihe ka Chukwu ji enye ba mmaji kwuru mmaji n'ụwa agụba wetalisi Nze ayo nwadike o mere ọhawa n'ọfụsina osisi na-abị ego ọbụ Igbo landị ndị mara ọgaranya na nwa Chibukledusi Beto omeka nne ya ọbụ Nnewi ahụ nga ndị mara ọgaranya na nwa Chibu Gabriel Chukwuma ezigbo nwa Nnedo n'Igadi Gabros ndị bara ọgaranya na nwa Chibucha Sorie Royal Traditional Prime Minister Obo Haji n'Imo State Akwaji egwu Kizizi Chibet Motors Nigeria Limited Ọgịrịga ọwụwa Eko Chibu Kenneth Uzoho alias Kendo Ọhazume ọbụmụaka nwanne dị namba bụ eze ma ọkire Kenju ndị bara ọgaranya na nwa Chief Doctor Ferdinand Anaghara iyi warọbụrụ ala kenelu m Sanze GN Akụ ome nke abụrụ anya ọfọsina ndị bara ọgaranya na nwa Chibuwa igwe kalọ Obeka Baburiba Yana Chibongu Kakalo Opuzo Baburiba Ogrigo Owa Eko Chibu Aike Orangosi Alako Sofi Solo Ojamba Newi Nibala Galayana Nwa Chibu Denis Okafo Eze Washinemelo of Newi Yonelamu Chibalo Imo Ezu dana bụ Nnewi ndị bara ọgaranya na nwa aka na-egbu Chukwu nyere mmadụ n'ụwa iwere ngwa aka wee nye iwere aka nke ọzọ wee nalụ ngozi n'aka Chukwu chi Zekwili bụ nwasu Godfather agbọghọ dịka isọbụ mba nọ.
Yeah, we take it that way. We keep on playing that music while we welcome more of our guests to this our evening broadcast. And now you're, of course, Mama D. Mama D, you are welcome. Nzekweket, Uche, G. Akubeze, Okafuchi, Emmanuel Igwe, Chidi Okoro, Amaka Benson, Charles Udechukwu, Ebere Odu, Chisco, Motiventures Chisco, you are welcome. Emeka Abu, Emmanuel Michel, Uchenna Francis, we are welcoming all of you. Now, we are discussing important issues here concerning Biafrans. They're coming together of our respective Biafrans from diaspora to homeland Biafra. We are talking about coming together now to achieve a synthesis in this our Biafran struggle. We cannot continue to dance discordantly. The enemy is taking undue advantage of that. And we want a situation where everybody must eschew what we call bitterness and speak with one voice for the interest of our own independence. Unless you don't mean sincerity. At any given moment, we call you for a meeting, for a discussion. You have to honor it. We are not talking who is a leader and who is not a leader. We are talking about Biafra. And Biafra is greater than the individual. Do not tell us that whenever you are asked to come and discuss issues concerning Biafra, you stand aloof. If you stand aloof, in the coming days, we are going to make sure you become ostracized. This is what we are discussing. And like Yachesna said, do not lead Biafrans to their untimely death because you want to get yourself enriched. No. For every Biafran blood, there must be a reckoning. Let me go to members of the crew. Sonny Emmanuel, you are there. Valentine Ugoji joining from Port Harcourt. Judy Chijoke is in Lagos. Any of you are free to make your contributions. Go on.
Can I go on?
Go on, Jude, please. Jude, go on.
Yeah, thank you very much. I must say that I've been listening and quite contributions from our crew members and including Dr. Ejirika from United States of America. Well, to my own, to my own opinion in regard of the whole politicking that is going on in Nigeria, in regard of the election. First of all, they usually say politics is a dirty game. And indeed, it's a dirty game. Because if you can, recall that before the election, a particular group of people said there will be election in Biafra land. And on that process, if you can observe very well, you will notice there was a time there are incidents in INEC office in other states, including Anambra, and at a time we heard of Akwa Ibom. And this is coming, let's say, in Biafra land. These are the methods which they want plan in destabilizing Biafra land. Because when someone or a group of that there won't be election, there are people aside who are planning to take advantage of that particular boycott or whatever. Let's say in how many states in the north did you hear that there was INEC office got burnt or election materials got destroyed? But it is in a particular area, Biafra land, where we are come out. But while some group of people are busy pushing for boycotts. And now, I thank God that everything happens the way it went. Because if that election boycott not come, believe me, a lot of people, they are plot to destabilize the election in general, because they know that a particular party is going to get or gather a lot of votes from that particular area of the country, which is Biafra land. So, from my own view, I see the postponement as a very dirty game that has to do with the both parties. But most especially, the ruling party, once they see that it will no longer go in their favor, I think the best thing they can do is to strategize, and which definitely will call for shifting of date, postponement. So on the area of calling off the boycotts, they now turn around. You see the same members, the same people who have been campaigning for election boycott now started saying that they are going to vote for PDP, and that is actually pointing hands to their leader, that whatever they said that have been concluded, sealed, and signed was definitely from the opposition party. So it is all about politics. We are talking about Biafra, but someone is busy campaigning, talking about politics. So, and a lot of people have put their lives on the line, which it is not what we have been preaching here. We have been telling our people, go out there, participate on the election. It doesn't have anything to do with the Biafran struggle. I thank God that a lot of people were able to listen, and today the election has been postponed. And now that the election has been postponed, a lot of them that doesn't have PVC, they are using this opportunity to see if they can maybe put one or two things together. A lot of them who have abandoned their PVC have to go and bring up their PVC and then find a way to participate on the election. But the most important message is that I love there most is that it will give a lot of Biafrans opportunity to participate on the election. And secondly, whoever that is chosen to destabilize election polling units in Biafra land due to the call off of the boycott, I think all those plans will become frustrated. I think this is the main area where I love most that now it's a progress recorded. So on the area of people that are collecting money, calling for their members to vote on a particular people, by now their eyes have become clear that we have been crying, saying all these things all along, that it is all about politics. This young man never meant for Biafra. But all the same, I thank God that we are still here. Whatever they have in plan on the 23rd, we are still here to match them. We are still encouraging all Biafrans not to allow anybody to impose any bad candidates on them. Whoever they decide to vote, they should diligently, humbly, and cast their vote and go in. I think that is the message here. After that, we continue on our struggle. By God helping, we are going to realize Biafra. And I think that is where I'm going to cut it off for others to contribute.
Yeah, exactly. Even if there wouldn't have been an election in Biafra land, it would have been a collective decision, just like Dr. Ejika said. But for one man to arrogate to himself that particular power is unacceptable, as it is intolerable. It's even imperceptible. And that is exactly what Ansari Dokubo was complaining, that no individual has that right to take decision without the consent of others. And that is true. And the moment he gave that made that particular statement, you see all those misguided elements who don't understand politics, what it means to achieve independence. They went on social media, busting out, rendering altercations against somebody that knows better. You see, like we have always said, many of our people must surely go back to primary school. We are going to build a primary school for adults during Biafra. We are going to build a primary school for adults. This is where we are going to send all these men and women who don't make use of their brain before they believe anything, before they say anything, before they do anything. We are going to send them to adult schools where they are going to begin anew. This is what we are going to do. Because at a certain age, an adult behaves like a child. At that point in time, we are going to send them back to primary schools. Because if they die in their ignorance, they are going to reincarnate, coming with the same virus back to life. We must surely prevent that. We are here discussing issues concerning you and me, concerning Biafra. And it is a no-hold-barred discussion. Tell us your mind. If you like insult, of course, today, nobody, for the hundreds watching us today, nobody has made any negative statement against the crew. I am happy that our gospel is penetrating. The mission of emancipation is indeed taking effect, and our people are now living up to expectation. Thank you very much, Jude Chijoke, for that very wonderful contribution. Yes, over to you, sir.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you very much, Ekena. But yes, Ekena, are you with me?
Okay, we are with you now.
Okay, we discovered that there was a plot. There was a plot to destabilize election polling units in Biafra land, all because a particular man called for election. So even if IPOP, the plot is to destabilize the election polling units, to create confusion, to ensure that votes from that particular area was not regarded or was not counted, or the result would be inconclusive and it would affect. But eventually, after all our efforts, because we made a lot of efforts in telling the people not to, then eventually, on the last minute, the same person who issued the checkbook off. And now you see that whoever is planning to disrupt, to buy off hoodlums and create confusion, his plan will no longer, because no longer, you know.
Yeah, we're not getting you clear in cutting. I quite understand what you are saying.
It will become.
Let me give this message to my fellow Biafrans. Let me give this message to my fellow Biafrans. This is information I received this morning from Abuja. I received this message this morning from a source in Abuja, from a security source in Abuja, that the order that we must warn every Igbo person, every Biafran, that the marching orders given by Buhari to the military hierarchy to shoot down, to kill anybody that tries impunity at any polling station is targeted at the Igbos. Is targeted at the Igbos, at the Biafrans in particular. The logic is this. Already in the north, Buhari is going to use the military, the police, and the Department of State Security Service to manipulate the election results. That's the votes. By changing ballot boxes, replacing them with stuffed votes, while taking away the one they use. Now, in Biafra land, they know, APC knows very, very well that the Biafrans are going to put up resistance, that the Igbos are going to put up resistance when anybody tries to change the ballot box, carrying the one stuffed full of ballot papers while taking away the one that was on ground voted. That Igbos are going to put up resistance. And in the event of putting up this particular resistance, the military, the police, the state security should shoot down the such person. So that Igbos should be warned. The order is targeted at the Igbos who are going to protest anybody changing or exchanging the ballot boxes that very day. And since the military will be present, the police and DSS, they are going to kill our people en masse. Now we are asking our people, you are going to express your fundamental voting rights if you so desire, not by compulsion. But if anybody is trying to exchange anything, get the person's recorded. Take your video camera. There are some wristwatches now that have a video camera. Many wristwatches today have video cameras. Very many rings we put on. Many of them have video cameras. If you want to have them, make a booking. I will buy it for you. Wristwatch that has video camera, ring that has video camera, even some what do you call it? What do women wear here? Earrings. Is that what they call it's called? Even some necklaces have video camera. If you want to have any of such things that have video camera embedded, make a booking through Voice of Biafra International WhatsApp page. I am going to buy it for you, but you are going to pay for it because we are not going to use our money to buy it. It's not costly. If you want to have, let every Biafran hear it now. For the election and beyond, anything that is now to happen in Biafra land, for us to have a clear knowledge of what it is, if you want to have a wristwatch, a ring, earring, or whatever at all that has a video camera embedded, make a booking. I am going to buy it and DHL it to you. Any place you go, wear the ring or the earring, that's the hand ring, finger ring rather, the earring or even the necklace, you bring it out, or the wristwatch. Wear it, face that particular direction, is going to record everything. If we use this thing to reveal some hidden secrets in Biafra land in Nigeria, people will sit up. This is what we have to do. We cannot continue to keep quiet all the time. We have access to all these devices that can record anything happening some kilometers away, and it will appear clear. This is what we are saying. We are here broadcasting to you from the studios of the Voice of Biafra International and the Biafra Broadcasting Authority, the city of Munich, Germany. Online with me are Sonny Emmanuel Mwabisi, Valentine Mugoji from Port Harcourt, HS Nowadays Japan, Jude Chijoke, Lagos, Uchen Okeke, Marco, Dr. Ejirika, States of America, Jackie Ashton is here in Germany from Kenya, and Michael Kaha, Anthony Monake, of course, Afama Gwanere, Chid Chid, Unique Chilelo, Masin Suno, is not here with us, and very many others, Vincent, of course. Name them. These are members of the team who are always with me to make sure we inform our people. The floor is still open for members of the crew, those who want to contribute something. Valentine Mugoji are there. Sonny Emmanuel are there. We have to make it brief because we are running short of time. In the coming minutes, we are going to end the program. Don't forget, from the studios of the Voice of Biafra International and the Biafra Broadcasting Authority, it cannot be remains my name. Over to you, members of the crew.
Moderator.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sonny, hold on, please. Sonny, hold on. Sonny, hold on, please. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. I want to kind of moderate what you've just said.
Okay, sir.
About people using their cameras and electronic gadgets to document the Nigerian election. I have a different opinion. My opinion would be go and cast your vote if you have your BBC and then go back home. Don't physically participate for your own safety, for your own life. Your life is very precious to Biafra.
Yes, sir. It's not just for election, but I'm talking of other activities in Biafra land, other goings on like the activities of the herdsmen, yes. Those who parade Biafra land, who are strangers, who are suspects. We record them and send to our studio. Not just on Nigerian election because the military is going to gun them down. No, we don't want that, sir. Yeah. We take your advice.
Okay, For yes, the election, Biafra should not physically participate. Just go throw their vote, cast their vote, and go back home.
Yes.
Cast your vote, go back home and stay.
Exactly. We don't want any Biafran to die because of Nigerian election. We don't want Biafran blood to be spilled.
Nigeria is not worth dying for.
Exactly.
We are more precious for us than Nigeria.
Sir, we quite agree with you. We cannot lose any Biafran because of Nigeria's election. Yeah. Thank you very much, sir, for that advice. Sonny Emmanuel, over to you. Okay.
The issue of what Buhari said, I want to make it clear. I'm 100% in support of what Buhari said about anybody who will go to tamper with ballot box. Nobody should see it. Let them monitor what they are doing. Anybody who will try, be it my own brother, that will go to election ground to tamper with the box, whatever happened to him, is on his own. I have warned our people, as we don't want anybody to die, let them respect themselves.
Yes.
If anybody asks them to do that, let them ask the person.
Exactly. That is why the person sent the message to me this morning around 10 a.m.
I got the message. I got it yesterday.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you very much.
I want them.
So the person, somebody in the second, somebody in the
people are still against it. I told them, don't go there. If you go there, whatever you see is not a business.
Exactly.
And
honestly, somebody in the Department of State Security Service sent me the message this morning that because he knows we are making a broadcast tonight, that we should warn our people that order is targeted against them. They should be careful. I'm happy you had it as well. So that is why we are here to emphasize it. Go on.
People, they say when food is done, every heritage child should prepare his teeth to shoot the bone because they must. Election is around the corner. They are ready to shoot.
Yes.
So we have to organize and respect ourselves. If not, they all the outside doing that, they didn't kill him.
this person do that, they didn't kill. So why did they kill us? They kill you.
Exactly. So we are.
You have to be.
Thank you very much, Chechizana. So we are talking and telling our people, do not attempt to snatch ballot boxes. Do not attempt to disrupt any voting booth. Do not try anything funny. You cast your vote, you go home, because that order to shoot aside is targeted against you. Do not spill your blood because of Nigeria's election. We don't want to lose any valuable Biafran blood. Enough is enough.
Again, please tell our people, if you don't have PVC, don't even go to that ground.
They are hiring you already. What Chechizana? Yes, what Chechizana is telling us from Japan is Igbos. If you don't have the PVC, don't go close to polling booths. We repeat,
don't go close.
If you don't have PVC, do not go close to a polling booth, because if they intercept you and ask you your PVC and you don't have it, they are going to shoot you down. Hear it now, fellow compatriots in Igbo. If you do not have, look, let me speak in Pidgin now. If you don't get PVC, make you no go close to the place where they cast vote. If you go there, they go kill you. So stay there, because if they intercept you and ask you your PVC, you don't have it, they will now presume, even though you might be innocent, they will presume that you are there to disrupt the proceedings. They are going to gun you down. The Biafran blood is more valuable than the Nigerian presidential election. Forewarned is forearmed. Forewarned is forearmed. Now, sorry, Bobo Emmanuel, you want to say something about Valentine Mugoji? You have to make it brief because we are running short of time.
I thank several. I thank the creative, all the members of the crew and the good listeners. My own take on this is that the comment of election should not be an issue to us because it doesn't concern us. The only thing we have is that if you like it, you don't. You don't. Nobody should abide.
So you have to change your position. We cannot hear you at all.
Can you hear me now?
Okay. Try, let us see.
Yeah, what I'm saying is that what matters is Biafra. The Nigerian election is not. No. We can. Why we state it? Because we are still in Nigeria. And at the same time, we don't have a special candidate. And we don't have any person in mind to vote for. This very. And the way you put it,
no, sorry, we're not hearing you at all. Valentine Mugoji, are you there? If you can help, we cannot hear. Sorry, service is very, very poor over there in Biafra land.
Can you hear me now?
At times we hear you, at times it will cease.
No. Can you hear me now?
Okay, go on.
Yeah. What I'm saying, the election of a team is not, in fact, it has no impact whether this party do whether doesn't concern us.
We are not interested. Just go and vote and come back.
Yeah, we just go and vote the candidate of your choice and go home. So what the area I want to again is the area of uniting the unity among our brothers. Ekelere Chineke na ụdị ihe dị otu a dapụtara maka ọrụ ezi ihe nyere anyị nwawo ndị na-achọ nwere onwe nke Biafra. Ekelere Chineke na ndị na-aghọta nke bụ ezi. Ọ hụrụ site na mgbe na-anya n'ofu. Hello?
Yeah, go on.
na ofu onye pụtara na-ekwu okwu maka senior ebe e nwere ọtụtụ ụmụnne ofu onye apụta sisi ka onye otu ruru ya n'aka n'etiti nna ya o nwere ike okwu ndị ọzọ nwere ike sị nwoke m onye ka ewu ị ga-eji oke ruru gịnị na mgbe na-agaghị anya na o nwere mgbe ọ ga na-atụfughị oge ị ga-akwụkwọ onye ọzọ ga-akwụkwọ ihe ya ọzọ so
No, Sunday service is failing so much. We cannot hear you at all. It's very, very poor. To those of you who are just joining this last minute, of course, we give you a very warm welcome. Igwe Chiwuba, 21 family, Amechi, and of course, don't know Francis, Emmanuel Michel, I've welcomed you before. Onyeka Martins, Chinemere Pasi, Charles Adendu, Ndo Best, Onyekere, Don Mbakwe, Ojuku Mado, Emmanuel Nadi, Pat Peters, Kenneth Wekun, Chi Biafra, Biafra, Osita, and now you Francis Okonkwo, who is of course, say God bless our leader, Chief Owaseke, for providing this platform for us to discuss our common problems and the purposes of the ownership and very many others. Of course, we have to thank the members of the bim-massob family for making it possible for us to be here regularly, more especially our leader, the leader of the people, the unassuming leader, Chief Dr. Wazika, who is always there willing to make sacrifices for the interests of his own people. So, gentlemen, Sonny, I'm sorry we cannot continue to take you because service is very, very poor over there. We can't blame you. Valentine Ugoji, are you there with me? If you can hear me, make a brief comment. Otherwise, we are going to call it today. Are you there, Valentine? No. Okay.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Can you hear me?
Okay, now, Sunday, yeah, I can hear you. Or is that Valentine?
Can you hear me?
Yes, Valentine, we hear you.
Okay.
Oh, we can't hear you. Service is very, very poor. It's a very poor service over there. We can't get you.
Can you hear me now?
When you ask the question, I hear you. But when you are making statements, I don't hear you anymore.
Okay. Let me continue and see if you can hear me.
Okay, now.
Can you hear me now?
Go on, please.
Yes. Okay. Thank you very much. Yeah. Please. Discussing about the forthcoming election, which I know very well that we are not participating in election.
We are not interested.
We have to on that day because there is a standing order, which the media has it all the. But we know that the orders are.
Valentine, honestly, I'm not getting what you're saying. It's not flowing. The problem is. Hello.
Yeah, I think we are hearing him. I don't know.
Honestly, I wasn't hearing him. I wasn't hearing me. Please, somebody, the person calling from Italy, please. I'm on radio line. You can call me back in the next 30 minutes. The person calling from Italy, I'm on radio line right now. If you're hearing me, call me back in 30 minutes time. Thank you very much. Now over to you, Valentine in Port Harcourt. Let me hear what you're saying.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, I'm hearing you. Yes.
Hello?
Yes, please, hold on, please. Somebody is calling me from Italy.
Our people should be careful that day. And another thing is about the election boycotts. If we look, we see that there is a lot of propaganda using to believe that something is happening. Why not? I told that we were told a lot of things. We were told that conditions and terms has been met, signed, sealed. And I sent a question on Twitter to the man who said that put down all all those things, the documents that we are saying and see the names of the witnesses, what have you. But till now, answers have not seen everything as a reply. So I want to let our people know that lies. They should and know the real things and know who is telling them the truth. It's not about noise making around. It is not about talking every day or every weekend. No. How do people say the referendum? How do we this? What will somebody tell you today is referendum and you are jumping around and saying it has come? So be very careful on who they follow, what they think is. They should do what think very well. Then concerning the election, they are articulated. They were one candidate, which I saw the message today on Facebook, and I was asking myself, this election boycott was cancelled. Of course, if you listen to Asari Dokudo, you will know that Asari said the Lord is concerned are coming through. It is manifest to show the people is the truth. Because if it is not, this is wouldn't have. I would like to stop here so far.
Thank you very much for the time. I know you had a point indeed, only that poor network services could not permit us to get everything you said. But little I got, you had a message indeed that people should avoid telling our people, some people, let me put that way, should stop telling others lies to achieve their selfish purpose. Chesna also pointed it out. And we thank everybody that has contributed so much to this evening discussion. We so much appreciate. You did it not for your own personal interest, but for the interest of our fellow Biafrans, both the born and the unborn. You make time, you sacrifice convenience, you even spend your own money to make sure you become part of the broadcast. We thank especially members of the crew, Chesna from Japan, Valentine, Port Harcourt, Judy, Lagos, Sonny Emmanuel Biafra Land, Seat of Power, Uchenno Keke, Benue State, Nigeria, and very many other members of the crew who are not here, to Michael Kaha, to Vincent Kenneth, Umer Maslinus, and very many others who are expecting to Tony Moneke equally. We must collectively thank Dr. Peter Ejika for ever being present to our broadcast and to remind us of the things we do not know from his own wealth of experience during the Biafra Civil War. As a pilot officer, to him, I say, we are so much grateful to you. And we also must be eternally grateful to Dr. Chief Rafu Wazirike, who has given us the free hand to operate without undue interference. Yet, he makes sure that we keep moving. Not so long ago, he opened an account for members of the crew from the domestic front, where we are going to dip hands and solve some of our immediate needs. On behalf of the members of the crew, on behalf of every Biafran, we thank most abundantly Chief Dr. Rafu Wazirike for making that very, very possible. We thank him 1,000 times. And for the rest of the day, I have to say, I am Iken Onyegono from the studios, Voice of Biafra International and the Biafra Broadcasting Authority. Let us take a big one.